Hey beautiful ones, back with another video. Before we go any further, you guys know the drill. Thank you for being here. Thank you for liking and subscribing to the channel. My purpose here is to help you live your best and most grandest life, and to raise consciousness and change mindsets one video at a time. So if you are looking for ways to change, manifest, and create a dynamic life, both spiritual and physical, stick around. Alright, so today I want to talk to you guys about what you feel on the inside showing up on the outside. So I want to tell y'all a little something about why it is so important to stay present in how you're feeling on the inside, right? Recently, I was in Dallas, Texas, and Kevin Hart was there. I was staying right across the street from where Kevin Hart was performing. So everything was blocked off. It was like insane, right? There were so many people, cops everywhere. It was really crazy. And so I was trying to come back to my hotel that night after dinner with a friend, and I get there and one cop, is saying, hey, yeah, just come on through, we'll let you through. I'm like, I'm staying right there. I just need to come through. They had cones up, everything. And then I get around and this other cop, I'm saying, I'm staying right there. And he's like, what you gonna do is you gonna go down there and make a U-turn. So Fran, in her physical sense, wanted to say, listen, let me tell you something. But what I did say was, I kept my calm and my peace about me because that's how I was feeling on the inside, right? And I said, sir, I'm staying right here. Can you just tell me how to get here? So this wonderful, amazing lady came up and said, just go down, honey, and turn around. And I said, oh, okay, thank you. I busted a U, and she was flashing the lights. I was like, oh my God, they gonna take me to jail in Texas, right? She said, are you Fran? Angels with Fran? And I said, I am. She said, if you don't get out this car and give me a hug. Her name was Maisha T. She said, you have changed my life. I got to figure out what I want. And she started quoting me, right? Now, the reason I'm telling y'all this story is, first of all, I want to shout out Maisha. What's up, Maisha? But second of all, I want to just say to you, if I had acted a plum fool, right? Because y'all know we can act really ugly when we feel like somebody has offended us if we're not in the right place or the right frame of mind, right? I could have acted so ugly, but because I was in a place of peace and I was just like, you're not going to disturb my peace. She recognized me, hugged me, gave me the biggest hug ever. I invited her to breakfast and realized that, you know what? It's important how you present yourself to the world. And it's important how you treat people. Alright, so today I want to talk to you guys about what you feel on the inside showing up on the outside. So recently I listened to a book that I had read about 4 years ago called The Wealth Mindset. And this book is by Neville Goddard, and I'll leave the link below. But I had read the book, and I have all these notes in it and all these highlights, but sometimes I go back and listen to books that I've read that I just feel like I need to revisit. And some books I just read multiple times because they're so good. But recently I was in my car and I was listening to this book, and I had just had a conversation with a friend of mine about how you feel. How you feel about yourself shows up on the outside. But not only does it show up on the outside, it shows up in your relationships, your business relationships, your love relationships. It shows up everywhere. It even shows up in how you manifest and attract things in your life. So let's talk about that for a little bit. There's a saying that a lot of business people will say, and that's dress for success, right? There's a lot of people who are entrepreneurs that will tell you that when they get up in the morning, after they do their morning thing, they go work out, do whatever they do, they get dressed for the day, even if they don't have anything to do, because they want to feel like they want to send out that signal to the universe that I feel good, I look good, and I'm ready. I don't think that we realize how important it is to feel good on the inside. I think that we feel like we can mask what we feel on the inside and kind of trick the world on the outside. Now, I'm sharing this with you guys because there has been a point in my life when I did not feel good on the inside. Like I always tell you, I'm not a fake it till you make it type girl. That's just not who I am. I believe in honoring your feelings and then dealing with those feelings. Sometimes those feelings show up later and you don't even realize they're there because you never acknowledge them. And they seem to show up at the worst time, right? Like they seem to show up when you really don't need them to be showing up, but they show up. So I remember when I used to not have really good self-worth, right? I remember when I had been through a couple of things in my life and was feeling like, yeah, I guess this is all I deserve and this is it for me, right? So on the inside, that's how I felt. But if you saw me back in those days, you probably wouldn't know that's how I felt until you had a conversation with me, because I was suited and booted. Like I was dressed to the nines, carrying the latest bag, driving the latest car, but feeling like total and complete trash on the inside, right? Just keeping it transparent with you guys, just telling you the truth, right? And then I remember having a conversation with God about why I feel like this. Like I personally take everything to God. Like it doesn't matter what it is. I'm going to go talk to God about it. So I was really doing the research within myself about why I felt like this. I was journaling. I was trying to figure out what was triggering me to feel like unworthy. And what came up for me were past relationships, past experiences, past rejection in business, past rejection in relationships, feeling like I had prayed for things that I never got. Just, it was a whole lot of stuff up in there, right? So here comes the undoing part. You know, it doesn't matter if you're 22, 42, 52, 62, or 82. Sometimes we have to stop, take a pause, and undo the toxic things in our life. The toxic things that we've been taught, the toxic things that have been said to us, the toxic things that we have even done to ourselves. Sometimes you just have to take a pause and be like, okay, wait a minute. Something's not feeling right. If you really sit with your emotions, you know when something's off, right? You can feel it. So after I did the work, which was a journey and consistent work, let me just tell you, part of my morning practice is affirming my worth, right? And affirming that I'm worthy of all the good things that God has in store for me, not because I've done something so fabulous, but just because I am worth it, right? I deserve it, and I am worth it. Anyway, in the book, he talks about how you have really got to get your mindset aligned with what you desire, and you have to feel that already, as if it already exists. The thing is that Neville left out is you really have to take time to undo conditioning. Now, he did say you have to take time to work on your mind, but some of us are so conditioned to what we have heard, seen, thought, been through, that we don't even know where to start. It seems like it's just too much. So then, you know what happens? We just don't do it. You know, we like just lay down and we just like, okay, forget it. I'm done. I'm just going to take this and it's going to be all right because I'm just going to take it. Obviously, this is it for me. Girl, if you don't get up, right, and start speaking life over your life, how you are worthy, you're a queen, you deserve what you desire, everything in your life is in alignment, you are healed, and if you're not healed, you work on that healing, you forgive yourself and you forgive others around you, because holding unforgiveness is not hurting them, it's hurting you. So you start working on all of that. You start cleaning the closet slowly, right? Sometimes it's not a quick fix, but again, you're worth it because you are fixing you. The undoing of things is so amazing because it takes your mind to another level and it makes you feel different on the inside. You start to feel different about yourself. Right? When you realize that you are a child of God in whom He is well pleased. You are beautiful just as you are. Everything about you is amazing. Everything about you is amazing. And you deserve to be healed. And you deserve to be forgiven. And you deserve to be loved. You know what happens? You start attracting those things in your life. You start attracting people and experiences in your life that you've only dreamed of, right? It's kind of like your heavenly staff has all this stuff in a box for you, right? And it's just waiting on you to elevate so you can accept it. So imagine being on ground zero and they just need you to come up to ground 4. It's worth the work. More importantly, you're going to attract everything in your life that you are feeling on the inside. So those bad relationships you've attracted, you got to look at why you did that. How was I feeling at that time? When you didn't get what you were trying to manifest and ask for, how were you feeling at that time? This doesn't mean that you have to feel good all the time. I did a video about that way back when, some years ago, about the fake it until you make it, and I'm happy all the time. I'm so happy all the time. No, I am not. I have life. I have life just like everyone else, and there are things that get on my nerve. However, I acknowledge those things. I tell people, you're tap dancing on my last nerve, and I work through that, and then I get back to a place of peace. Listen, your peace is priceless, and that's one of the things you definitely want the world to see. You want them to see your peace, your happiness, and the love that you have for yourself. You deserve it, and you are worthy. All right, guys. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Don't forget to like and share. Follow me over on Instagram. Follow me on TikTok. Yeah, your girl got a TikTok. I do a lot of stuff on TikTok. I just do it because I like it. I think it's fun. And I show a lot of the behind the scenes things in my life. So if you ever want to see those besides what you see here, come on over to TikTok. All right, guys. Again, thank you, thank you, thank you. Peace be with you. Bye for now.